Greetings. This is Tirra Olufemi, your goddess guru, here to bring you a word of wisdom to assist you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. And in particular, I am bringing wisdom for the goddess body, mind, spirit community for the calendar year 2014. Well, just to recap 2013 a little bit, I don't really know what your 2013 was like because I was so caught up in my 2013. For those of you who keep up with my videos, you know that I released very few videos this year. And that is because this has been one of the hardest years of my life. I thought 2012 was a trip. Seems like just yesterday I was making the 2012 video. Well, 2013 has been an even bigger trip for me. But all is not lost. What I think is that I give thanks for every moment of my life because the good and the bad lets me know I'm here. I'm not saying that this is the ultimate place, but I will say that the realm of the physical is a neat, unique, and magical place. It's a blessing to be here. It's a gift. There's a lot of souls that would want to incarnate and have a body, but we can't all be here at the same time. So for you to be here is for us to be here, whether we're experiencing the reality that we desire versus the one that we are like, ugh, I really don't like this one, is still really amazing and wonderful. And so for me, the year of 2013 has been one where there has been a lot of transition in terms of losing loved ones. And I lost my mother-in-law this year, and she was definitely my mother. There's my biological mother who passed 16 years ago, and then there is my mother-in-law who passed in 2013, and her sister. It's been on my husband's side of the family, and so it's just been like, wow, tough. Also, I had a dream that I chased of being an independent Zumba instructor or fitness instructor, but Zumba is what I teach. And things didn't go quite as planned. I had a lot of transition there that prevented me from being able to get stable enough to keep my classes. And so lost my classes. Really, I gave them up, found some new opportunities that I actually like better. And my cat died of, I think I had that cat for like 15 years or something crazy, some crazy number like that. Yeah, lost my cat. And, it's been a lot of good things that have happened in 2013 too. Successes with my children. Going back to my mother-in-law, one of the things that I remember thinking after her passing is, I may not have her here in the physical with me right now, but dag, I knew her. I can say I actually knew Virginia Lee Griffin Hargrove. Even though my dream of having this very lucrative, thriving fitness empire teaching Zumba fitness did not manifest like I had planned, and actually just at times I was so frustrated being an independent instructor. Even though that happened, I don't have any regrets. I look back on that as a great adventure and journey that has created within me a stronger instructor, because I now know the teaching side and the business side of fitness. And so wherever I want to go from here, I'm just that much more knowledgeable. Don't want to be independent solely for a long time because it's very time consuming. Another great thing that I like about that is I got to figure out how important homeschooling is to me. Very, very important. Not willing to sacrifice homeschooling for anything, not even money. Helping my children learn here at home is something I value deep, deep, deep within my spirit. Not saying I'm the best at it. Not saying it's easy, but it is something I value. And so my time being so consumed with making a business work made me really figure out what's valuable. I lost a lot of time with my family because I'm so busy. I was so busy trying to promote this class that it made me realize how important family time is. I need me time. I need time to have creative pursuits and ventures, but without family time, I feel empty. So it made me realize how important just spending time, just sitting down, doing nothing, and enjoying my family is. My point to all of this is that when we look back on our past, it's always a positive side to it. That's very cliche. It's very, very cliche. But I'm telling you, I remember someone said to me one time, you really can't know the positive if you don't know the negative. You can't know the negative if you don't know the positive. You must have contrast in order to know the fullness of a thing. And so I just wanted to share my 2013 because it's been, just like I said, a wild, wild ride. And it's also put me in a position where I am less willing to be super concrete in what I desire and what I want, because sometimes what I desire and what I want, it may not come to me right when I want it, but I can't see it as the end, you know? We make plans, but plans get altered. And my mother-in-law having a chronic terminal illness is something that I had no control. I could not stop it. And that had a significant effect on my ability to do a lot of other things, which meant I'm throwing everything else to the side to go take care of my mother-in-law, you know? And so it's just like, we have to find the good and praise it, like Alex Haley said. We have to find the good and praise it in our lives. When our life is crappy and when it's sucky, we have to find the good and praise it. We have to make a way. And we might feel beat down, and it's time for us to figure out what we can do to get back up and dust ourselves off and keep moving forward. We can't let what we see happening in the physical break us. We have to just learn how to suck it up and deal with it. And that's something I think as we get older, we forget. We don't know what to do anymore. We don't know how to do that anymore. We lose our ability to not stay down, or to get back up, to be resilient. That's what I'm trying to say. We lose our ability to be super resilient and to not draw these conclusions and make up these stories that cause us to sit down on life. I look at my family and all that we've been through this year, and no one would know if we didn't tell anyone, because we just decided we're just going to keep moving. We're not happy about everything, but we're just going to keep moving. Why sit down on it? Let's see what we can get next. Oh, I got to go see the Grand Canyon. If you can ever go see the Grand Canyon in the United States of America, it is amazing. That was one of the gifts that I got this year. I got to go out to the western part of the United States, which I had never been in all my life. I'm 43. And so to see the Grand Canyon, it was healing for my spirit. It's so important for us to be in nature and, to take time to get away, to do something. That's another lesson that I learned this year. I guess this is the part of my video where I'll just share my lessons from 2013. Is over busyness is not good. At some point, we have to simplify our life. Last year I did a video where I think it was the 2013 video where I talked about keys to self-mastery. And one of them is ritual. It's very important for us to establish rituals so that we keep ourselves in balance. And another word that was used is that I've heard someone use is equilibrium, because sometimes life will never be balanced, but we can keep a good equilibrium where everything just sort of is getting the amount of attention that it should get. So keeping ourselves in equilibrium is really, really important, and not being overly busy is a lesson that I've learned this year. Being overly busy, having my hands in too many things, we can never master ourselves when we're doing too much. We need to slow down. Some people, we need to get going. Okay, I've been on both sides, and I don't like being overly busy, and I don't like being not busy enough. And so that's a commitment I'm making for 2014, is to slow myself down and to focus on what is really important in life, or to focus on what is important to me right now. What goals do I want to set right now? And I encourage you to do the same thing. Don't get overly busy. Don't not do anything. We've got to be working enough, and then we've got to make sure that we're pouring into ourselves, we're nurturing ourselves, we're loving ourselves. And so I'll end this video with, I guess I'll call this Lessons from 2013 from your girl, Tirra Olufemi. Oh, I'll tell you this. Another interesting piece for this year, I talked about the importance of drumming. Well, I started learning how to drum. Not only drum, but just to play instruments that are percussion type instruments like the shakaré or a bell. Just anything that requires rhythm and beating. But I did actually start taking West African drum classes. I took a few Afro-Cuban classes, which I love, the Afro-Cuban drumming. So what I got from that is it really does something energetically to the body. The rhythm, like I get so relaxed when I'm drumming that I almost can go to sleep. And I don't understand it, but I just feel so happy. Drumming has been so wonderful. So I hope that some of you were able to drum this year also. And looking and understanding who you are through culture. There's so much to learn from understanding your culture. And it's important to understand the culture in which you live now, but also, where do your ancestors come from? And what part of, their culture can you grab onto to help you better know who you are, to help you enjoy life more? That's what we need to focus on. Being happy this year, this upcoming year. Hey, let's we have a few more years left in 2013, a few more days left in 2013. Let's be happy for the rest of 2013. Can we just do that for a few days? But also for the rest of our lives with 2014 also. So that is what I will give for you right now, to you right now. And I will see you in the next video for the first energy that has spoken for 2014. This is Tirra Olufemi signing off.